Some people think that confidence is either you're born with it or you're not, and that simply isn't true. Now, some people, they are born with confidence, or their parents basically raised them in the way that they'd be more confident in themselves. But that doesn't mean you can't build your own confidence, right? There's things you can do that will help increase the amount of confidence you have, and then there's also different things you can do that will start building it and increasing it and making it long lasting. And it's basically just habits. These habits are basically going to help you build confidence and basically give you a better life. Everywhere you go, you're going to need confidence, whether it be at work, whether it be at school, whether it be with your partners, friends. Confidence is going to help you anywhere, even in dangerous scenarios. Having confidence and not looking scared and cowardly is going to help you a ton. The number one thing you can do that's going to increase the amount of confidence you have in yourself is become a doer. Now, when I say become a doer, I mean anytime you say you're going to do anything, do it. Now, if you say you're going to hit the gym, you better hit the gym. If you say you're going to start working out, if you say you're going to start learning how to fight, you better do it. If you say you're going to apply for a certain job, you better apply for that job. Because every time that you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, your subconscious mind is listening, right? And it's starting to it's almost starting to think of you as like a clown. And anytime you say something, your brain knows you're not about it. By saying things and then going out and doing it, that's what builds your confidence over the long haul. So ways you can practice doing this is you can start challenging yourself and start saying you're going to do things and then making sure you complete that. Now, over time, this is going to start. At first, you can start with little things, but over time, start increasing it and start making things harder and harder. And your brain is just going to basically know you are what you say you are. And it's going to give you this incredible confidence. This is also going to help you because anytime that somebody is doubting you, or you're at a job, or you're talking to people and you're telling them any ideas that you have, and people start to kind of critique you or make fun of you saying you're not actually going to do it, you're going to have confidence in that because you know you are what you say you are. So you know you're about it. You know you're about it, and you're going to have a lot more confidence in yourself, and you're not really going to care what they have to say anyways. Because you know when you say you're going to do something, you actually go out and you fucking do it. All right, I'm going to give you guys an analogy. I hope this analogy helps you. So confidence is similar to taking a test, right? If you're studying for a test and you haven't been studying, you're not putting in the work, you don't really know the material, when you go to take that test, you're not gonna be confident in yourself in taking that test because you haven't been doing what you're supposed to be doing to take that test. So it's the same way with yourself. If you're not doing what you say you're gonna do, if you're not working out, if you're not saying confident things to yourself, you're not saying positive things to yourself, if you're not doing everything you're supposed to do, when you actually have to do the things in life that require confidence, you're not going to have it because it's almost as if you hadn't been studying or practicing. You're not going to be confident. It's like in a test. If you start studying, you've been working hard, you've been doing what you're supposed to, when it's time to take the actual test, you're going to be super confident in taking that test. Same way with yourself. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do, when it comes time to actually be confident, you're not going to be prepared for the things you have to do, and you're not going to feel confident whatsoever because you haven't earned it pretty much. Another thing you guys need to do if you want to increase your confidence and build it long term is start working out and building your body. Working out in general has a ton of benefits, from just being in an overall better mood, feeling proud of yourself, looking a lot better. It's hard work, so anytime you're doing it, you're going to feel proud that you accomplished that hard work. Even when you work out, do you guys not notice that when you work out, you feel a lot better afterwards? Now, you may be physically tired, but something about it, just you feel good. Your blood is pumping, you're ready to do more work. But anytime that you skip the workouts, you don't hit the gym, you don't work out that day even though you were supposed to, you kind of feel like lazy and you don't really deserve to enjoy the day. It's kind of weird. I don't know if it's just mental or psychological. Work out every day. It's hard work. You're going to feel a lot more confident in yourself. You're going to look a lot better. And looking better is pretty directly correlated to feeling more confident. Now, looking better is going to affect you in a lot of ways, right? Anytime you look better, you get in better shape, you slim up, people are going to treat you differently. They're going to treat you a lot better than when you looked ugly. Now, I'm a realist, so I try to keep things as real as possible. And we all know that's true. So if you think that people don't treat you differently based off how you look, you're delusional, And I don't know what to tell you. I don't really care. You can think whatever you want, but the truth is people will treat you differently based off how you look. So you want to look as good as possible, because not only do you get, it's way easier to get into relationships or get that girl or boy you like if you look a lot better. People will respect you more because people are pretty shallow. But who does, I mean, it's the reality though. Like, if that's the way the game is, I mean, you can either play the game by the way it is, or you can, pretty much lose the game. It's up to you. But I'm a realist, so the better you look, the better people are going to treat you, the more opportunities you're going to get. People are usually nicer to people that look better just because of attraction. I think it's like a biological thing. I'm not too sure why that is, but I do know it's true. So do whatever you can to look as good as possible. Looks max, trust me, you can pretty much increase the way you look relatively easily. It's pretty simple, but it's hard work. That's the thing. So I'll probably make a video on looks maxing in the future. Right now I want to focus on the basic with you guys, and I'm also going to make a video on why you need to become more attractive, because people have this idea where they want to say like, oh no, but looks don't matter. They fucking do, man. Trust me, they really do. And this is coming from a guy that used to be fat. So if you start to work out and you start to look better, you're gonna feel more confident. You're gonna be proud of yourself. You're gonna be proud of your body. You're gonna be proud of your hard work, and you're gonna be amazed with what you can accomplish. That's gonna build a foundation of confidence. All right, bro. So another thing you need to do to start gaining a lot more confidence is learn how to fight. Now, learning how to fight will increase your confidence, because simply by doing that and actually being one of the few guys that are willing to learn how to fight, willing to either get in the ring or start fighting with someone else, obviously in a safe environment, you are pretty much doing what a lot of people aren't willing to do, and you're basically you're doing something uncomfortable, and that's going to increase the amount of confidence you have in yourself, because not everyone is brave enough and courageous enough to go out and do the hard work. Now, learning how to fight is very time consuming, so you're going to be dedicating a lot of time. It's hard work, it's not easy, and it's really scary. Like, it's pretty scary. You get like the little tummy feeling. You know that little tummy feeling you get? You're going to get that a lot when you're fighting. So just by doing all this, even if you don't feel like doing it, but you still do it anyways, you're going to have a lot of confidence, a lot of respect, and you're going to feel a lot more comfortable in your own skin, knowing that you can defend yourself in case anything ever happens. You're also not going to have the need to feel like you have to prove that you're tough, because you're tough. There's no need to prove anything. So you're going to be able to walk around in your own skin relaxed. No need to prove anything. You know what you are, you know what you can do, you know what you have inside of you. So you're going to feel 10 times more comfortable, 10 times more confident. If you learn how to fight as well, that's also going to humble you a lot, because every guy, or most guys, like I would say like 95.6% of guys I know always seem to think this before they actually learn how to fight. And I've done it too when I was younger. I had the same stupid thought. So they think that for some reason they think they're special, and if like they get really angry, they just have something inside them, and they're really good and they'll be able to fight even though they've never fought before. Like, we for some reason think that we're gonna be mad enough to be able to take on whoever, and that simply isn't true. That's just your adrenaline. There are some people that are naturally good at fighting and become really aggressive, but chances are you're not one of those guys, pal. So learn how to fight. You're gonna get humbled. I get humbled. I get my ass beat all the time, but it's good because now I know a lot of things. I learned a lot more things about myself, and at the same time, I feel a lot more comfortable in my own skin now, because I've gotten my ass beat so many times that I'm starting to get pretty good at learning how to fight. I'm still not anywhere near the level I want to be, and I'm probably not nearly as good as a lot of people, but I'm better than the average person now because I've practiced this for a while now. So learn how to fight. It's going to benefit you. It's going to pay you dividends in the long term. And then obviously fighting is like the main thing that everyone always resorts to. Like, when you go all the way down to the base, I don't know, you lose a soccer game, you lose a basketball game, you lose anything, it always comes back down to, well, I can kick your ass. So I'm not saying that's a good way to be thinking, but if you can kick someone's ass, or if you're pretty good at fighting and you don't have to worry about it, you're gonna feel 10 times more comfortable. So that's a pretty good reason why you need to start learning how to fight. Just be real, be authentic, be yourself. Stop putting on fake facades of who you are, because no one's falling for it most of the time. And on top of that, you're not really being true to who you are. So people can see right through that most of the time. Also, stop. I see a lot of people do this all the time, and they try really hard to act hard or to act pretty cool all the time, or act like, I don't know. It sounds corny, but like people try all the time to act hard, act cool, act like, I don't know, they're from the streets, even though most of the people in my hometown are literally from like neighborhoods and shit. So stop trying to act hard all the time, because I don't know, it's just, it kind of reeks of insecurity, because you're being someone that you really aren't. And most of the time, people who try really hard to act cool or hard usually aren't even like what they claim to be. They're really soft on the inside. Because like, you see a lot of people who are actually like fucking hard, or like people who tend to actually do hard stuff don't act like in this certain fake manner. They're usually more chill and relaxed. Like you see a lot of boxers or UFC fighters, you know, they're fucking beasts, right? But when you see them outside of the ring, you would just think they're like some ordinary guy, because they know who they really are. They have no need to prove that they're this hard person, because their work speaks in the ring. So let yourself be as authentic, be relaxed, be as real as you can be to yourself, and you're gonna gain a lot more confidence from that, because you're not faking anything. That's the real you. Another thing that will help you increase your confidence by tenfolds is be outside of your comfort zone. Most of the time, we're so used to being in our own little bubble and doing what's comfortable for us. Our confidence, like, you know, you haven't done anything. You haven't unlocked anything. You haven't really done anything of meaning. So why would you have confidence if you're just like some average Joe? Do things that are hard, that most people aren't willing to do, and your mind, your brain, your body will thank you for it. It'll know. You will gain a lot of courage, a lot of confidence just from doing things that are outside of your comfort zone. A few examples: taking cold showers, talking to strangers out in the open. It's not very common to do that. I don't know, cracking any jokes you want out in public, wearing some crazy outfit you like, or wearing an outfit that may not be as common to wear. I don't know, posting whatever you want on social media, even though like it's not necessarily like something trending, or it might not be cool. Doing things like that will definitely help you out. Trying any hairstyles you want, things like that, you know, just being outside of your comfort zone, skydiving, doing things that you wouldn't usually do, that's bound to increase your confidence a lot. Just trust me on that one. Okay, learn to focus on yourself. Stop focusing on everybody else, because you're literally just wasting your energy, wasting your time. You're anxious because you're thinking about all these people, when you really should just be working on yourself, focusing on what you need to be doing. Get your own shit ready. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Wish them the best, but focus on your own self. You're gonna build a lot more confidence doing this, instead of constantly having your attention elsewhere. The thing that you guys need to start doing is having correct posture. And by correct posture, I mean when you're going out about, when you're walking, stand straight, shoulders back, look straight, look forward. Don't look down. Don't be on your phone. Don't have your AirPods in. I would suggest just having one. That way you can still be attentive. Be alert. So many people I usually see walking around and they're not even alert. They're just on their phone. Fucking like NPCs, literally just walking on their phone. Easily you could get mugged. Somebody could, I don't know. There, a lot of things can happen. Just be alert. Look like you're alive. Look like you're not an NPC pretty much. When you're talking to people, look at people in the eyes, because people will respect you a lot more if you're actually looking at them in the eyes every time you're talking to them. Now, obviously, don't be looking at people like that, because that's weird. Just occasionally, for like the majority of the convo, you know, look at them in the eyes, break eye contact a few seconds. Speaking with your hands will pretty much emphasize everything you're saying. So just learn to speak with your hands. It takes a while to learn. Some people do it naturally. It also keeps you from basically feeling awkward and not knowing what to do with your hands. So another thing you can do is pretty much slow down everything you're doing. It's gonna help you a lot, because when you're walking out in public, and if you're anxious and you're not that confident to begin with, you tend to do things a lot more quickly than you might expect or you might realize. So if you slow everything down, it's going to look like you're a lot more confident, you're a lot more relaxed, you're a lot more normal, and it's going to help you feel more confident in the long run. Then obviously, I don't even really have to say this. I hope I don't have to say this, but every time you shake someone's hand, shake it firmly. Don't shake it like super hard like some of the older people do, but just shake it firmly. Don't have this fucking pussy ass, like, you know, flimsy handshake that some people do. It's pretty much the majority of the stuff for body language. Just do that. You're going to feel a lot more confident in yourself. People will perceive you as more confident, and you're going to feel better overall. So pretty much you have this thing in your brain. So you have your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind is the one that, just think of it as manual and automatic. Your conscious mind is the manual one. That's the one you actually constantly are using to do things. You have to control this one manually. Like, I'm moving my arm right now because I'm thinking it. That's manual, right? Your subconscious mind is the one that handles all the stuff you do automatically. So pretty much things such as breathing, you know, brushing your teeth. Sometimes you'll be driving and you'll be driving automatically, and then you'll snap back to reality and be like, oh fuck, like I'm driving, shit. And then, you know, nothing happened because your subconscious mind took over. But that's pretty much what your subconscious mind is. Anything you feed into your subconscious mind, it believes, good or bad, it doesn't really know. It just pretty much feeds itself, and it processes things just based off what you feed it. So if you feed it negative stuff, you're gonna feel negative, you're gonna think negative. If you feed it positive stuff, you're gonna think positively, you're gonna feel positively, you're gonna feel good. Start repeating things that will increase your confidence. Start doing repetitions, affirmations, all that good stuff. Start telling your brain good things. For example, like, say that you're hot, that you're handsome, that you're, I don't know, that you're confident, that you feel great, you're positive. Things, examples. I don't really know specific ones because I'm just used to saying things specific that are specific to me. But just start pretty much giving yourself positive repetitions, positive affirmations, and slowly but surely you're actually going to start to believe them, because you feed everything you feed to yourself, your brain will actually believe. So try as much as possible to not give yourself any negative stuff, because your brain will process that and it's going to start to believe it. Everything you put into yourself, your brain will start to believe. But one thing you can do that's really going to help you out is practice courage. So courage is the act of being scared of doing something, but you do it anyways. You have the courage to go out and do what you're scared to do. Now, courage can be in many forms. Let's say you're really scared of skydiving, but you have the courage to go and skydive. That's going to help you a ton, because you're going against your own self. So anytime you go against your own self, you're going to respect yourself a lot more, because you know you have the courage to go out and do difficult things. So a few more examples of courage are like, I don't know, learning how to fight. That takes a lot of courage. Some people don't know how to ride bikes or like can't skate. Learn how to do that. Do things that you don't want to do. Even if you don't want to do them, just go ahead and do them. You're going to get a lot more confidence, and you're going to be practicing your courage. It's going to help you out tenfold. You're going to get a lot of dividends from that. Another thing is start to lose your insecurities. Start to learn how to combat any insecurity you have. Just realize that we're all humans. We all have tons of errors. We all go through embarrassing things. We all have flaws. And once you start to accept these things and start to fix them, if you can fix them, that's awesome. If you can't, just, it is what it is. Not everyone is going to have a perfect body, a perfect life. Learn to accept these flaws and these insecurities, and it's going to help you, because a lot of these insecurities are just going to be affecting you in a negative way. So lose the insecurities. You're going to start to feel a lot better about it. You're going to start to feel a lot better about yourself. Find some way to lose the insecurities. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Whatever card you were dealt with, learn to play it at its best, and learn to be grateful for whatever it is you have. Once you get rid of all these insecurities, learn how to feel comfortable in your own skin, you're going to start to build a lot more confidence and a lot more self-love and self-respect. So once you do all these things, your mind basically knows when you're actually about it. Whenever your mind knows yourself, you're going to start feeling a lot more confidence. You're going to be walking around like, I'm that dude. Not in a cocky way, but you're just to yourself. You're going to be like, damn, I'm that guy, you know? Like, I really be doing this. I know who I am. I don't feel insecure about myself. You're confident in yourself because you've been practicing all these things, and you're pretty much really comfortable in your own skin. And that's all confidence is. It's basically the same thing I told you earlier. You studied for the test, you know the material. Now when it's time to actually do the test, you're gonna feel comfortable, you're gonna feel relaxed doing the test, you're gonna feel confident that you're gonna pass that test. So it's the same way in life. You're doing all the things you're supposed to do to get ready for life, all the things that are gonna increase your confidence. When you actually are in these scenarios that require confidence, you're gonna be able to pass with ease. So it's the same thing as doing a test. Just practice these things I told you about. Your confidence is gonna start increasing by tenfolds. And this is actually really good because this confidence is gonna be built. It's like a good base to have, and you can just start, building the confidence on top of that. So I hope all this helped, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Take care, and let me know what kind of content you guys want to see more of, and leave any comments if you have any questions down below.